and that won't do long. But good. I have a lot of information for this one. That's good. So if you're like me and maybe 3 other people, you've wondered what a movie starring the dude from The Big Lebowski would be like if he was a private investigator, and that's kind of what Inherent Vice is like. It's a nice neo-noir mix of any movie where a stoner is thrust into something very important and LA Confidential. It stars Joaquin Phoenix, and he plays this hippie private investigator named Doc. Now, this movie is written and directed by P.T. Anderson, so you kind of get a feel immediately from what his past movies have been like, what it's going to be like. It's in California. So funny story, but not like The Master or There Will Be Blood, which I think people didn't really like The Master. This is more totally in line with Boogie Nights and Punch Drunk Love. It's definitely got an ensemble cast, and it's definitely funny. Now, the first 3/4 of the movie, which gets started out when this old flame comes back into Doc's life and, turns him onto a situation that actually ends up being a lot bigger than he ever expected. But the story is loose. There's a lot of characters that come in and out, and there's a lot of subplots that are woven. And it really feels so loose that Joaquin Phoenix's character doesn't have control of it. Luckily, Josh Brolin's character, who plays like a straight cop to Joaquin Phoenix's kind of hippy-dippy dude, really moves the plot along. Now, about 3/4 of the way through, there's a situation that happens where Joaquin Phoenix is, he has to turn on the acting, and he does a great job, and it's a complete tonal shift in the entirety of the movie, and it actually brings some continuity to it, which is fantastic. It makes it be this kind of like, oh, this is funny, but there's no story to there actually even story. Now, the movie itself just kind of, the end just kind of happens. There's not like a complete wrap-up, which is cool, but I would have liked to have seen a story that was that wide open be actually, made succinct at the end. But it's a great movie. I definitely recommend it. You should check it out. Nailed it. I'll talk a little bit about